YouTube? What's good? It's your boy Rocha back here with another San Francisco 49ers review video. And as you can see, finally, the San Francisco 49ers have defeated the Arizona Cardinals. It's been 4 freaking years since the last time the San Francisco 49ers have defeated the Arizona Cardinals. Thursday Night Football on Halloween. The San Francisco 49ers defeat the Arizona Cardinals 28-25. This was a lot closer game than it should have been, but the offense, for the first time this year, saved the day. Let's get into this a little bit. Let's get into the offense, shall we? The run game was all right. Coleman, Breida, they had their moments, but really, the run game just could not get going. Lucky enough, we get 2 of our offensive linemen and our fullback back next week. But the run game, look, they did get just over 100 yards. They did just get over 100 yards on the day. Let's see. Let me get over here real quick for you guys. Matt Breida had 15 carries, 78 yards. 7 Coleman had 12 for 23. They did get over 100 yards, just barely. But like I said, getting back Juszczyk, Staley, McGlinchey is going to be huge for the San Francisco 49ers. Let's talk about the man of the freaking day, Jimmy Richard Garoppolo. 28 of 37, 317 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, a QB rating of 136.9, his best of his career. Jimmy G was phenomenal, folks. He was 11 of 17 on third down for, 175 yards, and all 4 of his touchdowns came on either third down or fourth down, including the 4th and goal. Jimmy Garoppolo, probably his best game of his career, if I'm going to be blank with you guys. It's probably the best game of his career. He was phenomenal all game long. The passes he made today, a touchdown pass to Dante Pettis with pressure in his face, flat-footed, just chucked it into the end zone right to him. The throw he made to Emmanuel Sanders was one of the beautiful throws I've ever seen. Emmanuel Sanders came out of his cut, and the ball was already there. Emmanuel Sanders had 2 seconds to look, and the ball ran into his hands. That was probably his best throw of the night. But Jimmy G, people were questioning, can Jimmy G carry the 49ers? I don't think Jimmy G is good enough to carry the 49ers. Well, he carried the 49ers to a victory last night. And I don't hear them. Do you guys hear them? Jimmy G haters, awfully quiet today. Let's talk about the wide receivers. Dante Pettis. Let's see. Emmanuel Sanders. He was amazing. 7 receptions, 112 yards and a touchdown. George Kittle, 6 for 79 and a touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 4 for 40. Ross Dwelly, 4 for 29. Pettis had the 1 touchdown reception. And so did Kendrick Bourne. So like I said, Pettis, Bourne, touchdown each. Good to see Pettis get on the board. Good to see Kendrick Bourne get on the board. Let's talk about Emmanuel Sanders. Like I said, 7 for 112 and a touchdown. He's been a phenomenal pickup. Him and Jimmy G have the same chemistry it takes a quarterback and a wide receiver to get in 5 years. I mean, he's been everything the 49ers have asked and then some. The 2 weeks he already has a touchdown in each week, and it can only go up from here. He can only get better, guys. So I'm so excited to see what Emmanuel Sanders is going to do for the rest of the year and hopefully the playoffs. George Kittle, like I said, 6 for 79 and a tutty. His touchdown, he stiff-armed the hell out of 2 different defenders. This dude, in the first quarter, went down with a knee injury. He had a crown of the helmet for Chandler Jones running his kneecap. Came back the next possession. He was good to go the rest of the year besides the 4th quarter where he sat out pretty much. But George Kittle, man, he was a fucking monster last night, especially that touchdown pass he got. Ross Dwelly, good to see a backup tight end finally show up. 4 receptions, 29 yards, but that doesn't say it all. He had the game-winning catch on third down to seal the game. He was good tonight. It was good to finally see a backup tight end show up. One negative was Justin Skoll. The offensive tackle was filling in for Joe Staley. Did not have a good game. Allowed the only sack to Jimmy G. Staley comes back, but if Staley goes down again, I'm not going to be mad about Skoll starting. He had 1 bad game of the, 5 games, 6 games he filled in for Staley. So, it's all good. Let's get on to the defense. The defense didn't play that well, obviously giving up 25 points. Dre Greenlaw, DeForest Buckner, D4 with the sacks in this game. The run defense was not good. This is the worst I saw it. They gave up 153 yards, 15 carries, 110 yards, and a touchdown for Kenyon Drake. If you saw him in fantasy, well done. King PJ, shout out to you. Pass defense was meh. Kyler Murray was 17 of 24 for 241 yards and 2 touchdowns. Andy Isabella, 1 catch for 88 yards and a touchdown. We'll get to that in a bit. Otherwise, really, it was just spread out to everybody. 52 for Drake, 38 for Larry, 22 for Keyshawn Johnson. But yeah, they allowed that 88-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter to Andy Isabella, his only 3rd reception of the year. That was the worst I've seen the defense all year. They got to step up next week if we want to beat Seattle, because you're going against Russell Wilson, you're going against Chris Carson, Rashad Penny, Lockett, Metcalf. So, 49ers want to win next week. Defense has got to play like they did all year. Like I said, Kenyon Drake ran all over the defense. It was not pretty, folks. But hey, a win's a win, right? Like I said, Ford, Greenlaw, Buckner, a sack each. Fred Warner did not have his best game. He dropped an easy pick 6 in the first quarter. That would have put him up by 14-7. Missed a couple tackles. Torrent Ward kind of had bad games in the pass coverage. Missed some tackles. Emmanuel Mosley, he allowed the 88-yard touchdown pass. But again, that's all he's allowed this year. So I can't really complain. Kawan Alexander may have avoided a severe injury. He went out of the game with a chest injury, but reports of the game saying he wasn't in a sling, he was moving well, and to quote himself, how he's feeling, legendary. So just a few minutes ago, Matt Miyoko, 49ers reporter, said George Kittle is going to be good to go. They're going to wait on the results for Kawan Alexander this afternoon, so unfortunately I cannot get you guys that. But hopefully he's good to go. Hopefully it's just maybe like a bruise to him. But like I said, he had free range. Wasn't in a sling. He was feeling great. So hopefully it's nothing more than a small injury. 49ers were very uncharacteristically turning the ball over. Not turning the ball over, excuse me. Penalties. They need to cut those down. They were the least penalized team coming into the game. Hopefully they reduce the penalties come against Seattle. 49ers, I don't know if it's just because it's the Cardinals and they always struggle. If it was Thursday Night Football, just did not look like themselves yesterday. Hopefully, you get 11 days to rest, get ready for Seattle, Monday Night Football. Hopefully, the 49ers are back to playing like they've been the past games. And like I said, it is on the Seattle for the San Francisco 49ers. They will be 8-0 taking on Seattle. Monday Night Football, I will be live for that game, maybe with a special guest. So come by next Monday for that game. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts and comments below about the game. Hit that like. Hit that sub.